Hello and welcome to today's short lecture. This is just going to be a very quick instructional lecture on the Song of the Spheres as well as the Medallion. Many of you have already received these. Many more of you are going to be receiving these during this coming week. So I want to make sure that all of you know what to expect and how to start using it right away so that you don't have to wait for the course, the 81-part course that we're going to be holding this year. And given that there are 2 parts per week, we need to get started on that fairly soon. So I think it'll be starting in the next few weeks. But I want you to be able to start using your Song of the Spheres, your Medallion, right away. When you receive the box, you'll notice that it comes with instructions and also with silk cords. Those silk cords are to be used during the upcoming course, the 81-part course. There are 81 different parts. They will be divided into 9 different verses, and so 9 lectures in each verse. For each of those 9 verses, 1 chord will be used. Those chords have colors that are associated with the colors of the wheels of Genesis. First rays, clear, which is going to be white, dark violet, light violet, sunrise, green, full rays, dark blue, and aqua blue. The first chord that you will be using is the first rays, which is the yellow one. You will receive that one along with the Song of the Spheres or the Medallion. You will also receive a white chord and a violet chord. You can go ahead and start using the yellow one, the first rays one. You should not use the white one or the dark violet one. If you have started using the white or the dark violet, don't worry, you haven't done anything wrong, just stop using it and only use the first rays colored chord. You don't have to use the chord at all. If you don't want to wear the song and you'd rather keep it in a pocket or even just keep it in your creating area at your home next to the flying seed, that is entirely fine also. Now, the Song of the Spheres and the Medallion are delicate. They are able to be spun, but they are delicate, which means that if you put them in your purse with a lot of other items, they're not going to survive the trip to the store. If you have them in your pocket and you're sitting down in your car and you have change in your pocket or keys or anything like that, likewise, it's not going to fare well. So keep in mind that the song and the medallion are delicate. If you keep it in a pocket, make sure it is a pocket that won't have outside pressure on it, that won't have other things in the pocket, something that will be safe. Likewise, if you keep it in a purse, just make sure it's in an area where it won't have a lot of pressure and a lot of other things going up against it. Otherwise, just keep it with your flying seed at home. How often should you use the song and the medallion? Well, as often as you would like. At the very least, you should use it each morning with your IM seeds, each evening with your reflective seeds. So how would this work? How would this look for you? Let's say that you kept the song or the medallion by your flying seed. So each morning when you are getting ready to do your IM seeds, you would simply take the song and you go through the process of enlivening the seeds using the song. So let's say flying seed, therefore intent. You start, make sure that the inner way and the outer way, these 2 inner parts that spin, make sure that they are positioned so that you are actually able to spin them. And that means that they're going to be perpendicular to the song or the medallion itself. Then you prepare your seed phrase, which simply means make sure you remember it. So let's say flying seed, therefore intent is going to be your seed phrase. You introduce the seed phrase either right before or at the same time that you spin the way. So that would be flying seed, therefore intent. Then you wait just a little bit, focus your attention on your heart and the warmth within the heart. When the seed phrase comes back to you, you spin the way again. Flying seed, therefore intent. Remember, you don't say the phrase out loud. This is simply introduced within your heart silently. You continue to focus on the heart. When the seed phrase comes back to you, you spin the way again. Flying seed, therefore intent. You do that 3 times. Then you can go ahead and enliven the seed using the flying seed with the wheel on the seed if you would like. This you can certainly do. You could also wait and go through the I am seeds using the song and then redo the I am seeds using the flying seed. Or you can just use the song. Any of those options will be fine. So let's say you do your first seed, flying seed, therefore intent. And then let's say your second seed is the World Mother seed, Song of the Deep. So then you go ahead and now you introduce the new seed phrase, Song of the Deep. Doing this silently within your heart, have your eyes closed, continue to focus on the warmth within your heart. When the seed phrase comes back to you, Song of the Deep. You spin the way again, you introduce the seed phrase again and let both go. When it comes back a third time, Song of the Deep. Spin the way, introduce the seed phrase a third time. You move on to your next seed phrase. Let's say that one is seed number 1, Source of Light. Source of Light. Continue to focus on your heart and the warmth within your heart. When the seed phrase comes back to you, Source of Light. Continue to focus on the warmth within your heart. And when the seed phrase comes back again, Source of Light. Now, if the inner way and the outer way, if the way collectively is not in a position where it's easy for you to spin it, simply move it to that position where it's going to be easy for you to spin it, and then spin it. If you miss and you only spin the outer way, that's okay, but you can also just go ahead and respin it again. We'll get exact instructions from Lantos. We don't have exact instructions right now on what happens if you miss and you only spin half a spin or once, or if only one of them spins. But you can go ahead and just respin it if you want until we get clear instructions for you. So go ahead and do this. It's very quick. This is a quick and easy way to do your I am seeds in the morning, along with the daily seed, along with anything else that you're creating for. So let's say that you move on into your creating and you want to create for very specific things. Let's say you want stronger digestion. Lantos gave this as an example. I am perfect digestion. That could be your intent. And you would simply introduce that desire in your heart. I am perfect digestion. When the desire comes back to you, again, I am perfect digestion. And then a third time, I am perfect digestion. Remember, you do it 3 times. Anything that you're going to do, you will spin the way 3 times, introducing the seed phrase or the desire 3 times. You can always use the moon wings, throw in the moon wings, using that phrase, I am the way, to help provide guidance, or you can provide a specific intent for a treatment using the moon wings. But you can use the moon wings that will give you an idea of the best seed for you to enliven for whatever the desire is, or you can simply enliven the desire itself and create for that desire itself by spinning the seed, the inner and outer way 3 times. So this is an easy way for you to use the song and the medallion in the morning and in the evening along with your flying seed. And then anytime during the day, if you want to, you can go ahead and spin it. And simply by spinning it 3 times, you do enliven the World Mother, seed number 8. Just spinning it 3 times enlivens the World Mother, which provides you and everyone else on the world and the world itself with a great blessing. So if you're not sure what seed phrase you want to introduce, if you're not sure what desire you want to introduce, you can even just spin it 3 times, focusing on your heart and the warmth within your heart. Each time you spin it, you enliven that connection with the source of creation. You enliven the initial rotations of creation. And you enliven the World Mother seed, seed number 8. So each time you spin the way for the Song of the Spheres or the Medallion, you are receiving a great benefit yourself, and you are providing a great benefit to the world. So it doesn't matter that you may not have a firm understanding of how to use this tool right now. We're all at the beginning part, the beginning phase of learning this tool. We're going to learn quite a bit more this year. But at least during this part, the most important thing is to use it as much as possible to get the benefits for yourself and to provide the benefits for the world. Okay, everyone? I'll talk to you next week. Have a great week.